Isaiah 9, 6-7. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this.
Good morning. So glad that you're joining me today. We're starting our Christmas series. What are some of your favorite things about Christmas? Maybe your favorite Christmas carol. Turn to somebody next to you and tell them your favorite Christmas song. What about your favorite Christmas movie? Have you guys ever seen The Grinch? How the Grinch Stole Christmas? It's a classic, right? Lots of people have seen that one and know what that is. Pastor Tim is talking this series for Advent about how the Grinch stole Christmas and how COVID might save it. What a funny topic. What? But I'm super excited to cut into this with you guys because the points that he's making are actually really important. Do you guys like opening presents? Who likes opening? Nobody does. Everyone loves opening presents. There are lots of presents that God gives to us that we get to open every day. Did you know that? Things like sunrises. We get to open our eyes and take a deep breath every day. That's a gift that he gives to us. I've got some presents here, and they're going to tell us the story of the points that Pastor Tim is talking to your parents about. So let's start with the first one this week. Got this really big blue bag. Should we open it? Let's see what's inside. A globe. Well, that's interesting. We have a globe. You can spin it and see all the different countries of the world. Have you ever traveled anywhere? We can't really travel right now. We all have to stay home. But there's a whole big world out there full of people just like you who will be celebrating in different ways this year. How many of you know what hope is? Hope. It's a classic word that we use at this time of year a lot. But Jesus in the Bible, he says that he is the hope of the world, the hope of the nations, all the nations of the world. What does that mean? And do we have any hope right now? Being stuck at home? Maybe not even knowing what Christmas is going to look like this year, if we can even see family? I want to hope that we can. But it kind of feels like a lot of our hope has been stolen this year. Like there isn't a whole lot to look forward to, because that's what hope is, right? Having anticipation, wanting, longing for something. When Jesus says that he's the hope of the nations, he's the hope of the world, he wants us to long for him. He is our hope. He is what we look forward to, his return and a relationship with him. If our hope is in other things of the world, things that the world cares about, money, success, food, fame, and fortune, those are things that the world values. And we can get pretty distracted focusing on that, making sure we have popularity and friends and wanting to be good at soccer and all sorts of things. Right? We can get really distracted by things and putting our hope in the wrong area. We can put our hope in things of the world instead of putting our hope in the creator of the world. And I think that's why this present is so spot on, because we can see the globe, right? When we're in the world and we're of it, and we see trees and rocks and all these things so tangibly right here, it's hard to have the perspective of a God who sees everything. But he does. And he is in control. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me in his hands too. And he cares about us. And so one thing that COVID has helped us with is realizing that everything that we thought that mattered, everything that we were putting our hope in, fades away. And we need to refocus our eyes and our hearts and our souls and our posture and all of our time on God, on Jesus, the true hope of the world. Thanks for joining me. I hope you'll come back next week. Cheers.